Hi, welcome back to Kingdom Moving. So, now, do you think about yourself all day? Hmm? What you gonna do? What you gonna wear? Where you going? Oh, what vacation you gonna take? What are you gonna eat? I gotta take a picture. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Oh, it's all about me. Hmm? Are you acting that way? I hope not. God said, think bigger. Think bigger. Obsession with oneself in these matters is a dead end. Attention to God leads us out into the open, into a spacious, free life. Focusing on the self is the opposite of focusing on God. Do you hear that, children? Anyone completely absorbed in self ignores God, ends up thinking more about self than God. That person ignores who God is and what he is doing, and God isn't pleased at being ignored. Now, I done told y'all God is a jealous God. You better wake up. But if God himself has taken up residence in your life, you can hardly be thinking more of yourself than of him. Anyone, of course, who has not welcomed this invisible but clearly present God, God, King of Kings, should be ashamed. The Spirit of Christ won't know what you're talking about. Not at all. But for you who welcome him, in whom he dwells over here. Even though you still experience all the limitations of sin, you do. You still experience all of that. You yourself experience life on God's terms, though. God's terms. It stands to reason, doesn't it, that if the alive and present God, yes, who raised Jesus from the dead moves into your life, he'll do the same thing in you that he did in Jesus. Bringing you alive to himself. Now, who don't want that? When God lives and breathes in you, and he does, as surely as he did in Jesus, you are delivered from that dead life, self-absorbing life. With his spirit living in you, your body will be as alive as Christ. Now, do you want to live? Or you want to be one of the walking dead? So don't you see that we don't owe the old do-it-yourself life one red cent? There's nothing in it for us, nothing at all. The best things to do is give it a decent burial, he says, and get on with your new life. Now, are you going to bury it? I hope so. God's Spirit beckons. There are things to do and places to go. This resurrection life you receive from God is not a timid, grave-tending life. It's adventurously expectant, greeting God with a childlike, "What's next, Papa?" Call me Big Papa. Oh, yeah. God's Spirit touches our spirit and confirms who we really are. We know who he is, and we know who we are. Yes, father and children, just free, walking hand in hand. Don't you want to be free? Or do you want to be like the walking dead? Oh, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. Ooh. You go right on ahead and keep on walking dead. I'm going to be over here walking free, hand in hand with Papa. Yes. That's why they call him Big Papa. King of Kings, baby. King of Kings. You better know. You better know. You better know. You better get to knowing who God is and how to really live. How to really live free. I told you, God is talking over here. He wants you to know. He warning you. He warning you. He loves you, so he warns you each and every day. Get right. Get right. Get right, children. Pray and get to know who you belong to. God listening.